who your problem is Africa. We have a lot of problems. Today we're going to talk about the problems. One problem is the home, our own house. Second, we have the school. Third, it will shock you. The third one is the church. And the fourth one, the politicians. Home. Do we plan? We don't plan. Anybody at all. Start making babies without planning. And things done on plan are haphazardly what? Done. You need to plan before. Plan your home before. At least number of children you're going to give birth to. You see, but we don't plan. But when you're being saying just like that. We don't be a war just like that. Why? This is a problem. This is a problem that we need to talk about. Plan the home. Number of children you have. 2, 3. Or what? But this one, no. They will be repeating what we call vicious cycle. Poverty chain. A lady at age 14, 15, what is this? We don't plan. We don't plan the home. And sometimes with the kind of training we give to our children, they will grow up, they don't even know what to do. How can what do you call it? A parent take the child to school at 9 o'clock? They say, it's not me, oh, you see, my child don't want to wake up early. Hey, is that so? Are we training our children well? We will be giving them this type of training, and when they grow up, they become a burden on us. When you give them job to do, they don't even know how to perform their tasks. So the home is a problem. We need to tackle the home, Africa. If indeed we want to move on, enjoy life, then we need to tackle the home. Then what about the school? What kind of training do we give to our children? Theoretical training, theory. We read to them. We come and stand in front of children and lecture. No practice. We don't even plan. Sometimes teachers will go to the class on plan. Go and read to them, give them exercise, they do, and that is it. Enough exercise, they do, they get it wrong, do correction, and that is it. We are compounding problems for ourselves. We should give them practical training. Practical training. We do that. We don't do that. A teacher don't even have any plan for the term. Only lesson notes. Lesson notes. They will write and teach. Master speaker, servant hearing. That type of teaching is what we're doing. We don't give them any practice. Project work, research work. Maybe you can give them when I'm teaching about slums. Social studies slums. We take them to places whereby there are slums, they look at it, so that when they grow up, they will be able to solve those problems. We just do research. Sometimes we don't even do research. Those that are in the textbook, that is what we teach them, and that is it. At the end, we take our money. Hey, has it clear? We'll be talking about a money issue. That is it. We don't plan anything. We just go to the class and that is it. We don't give them any practical. What do you see? An engineer cannot even manufacture matches. So the school is a problem. All that the school authorities they'll be doing is what checking lesson notes. Have you done your lesson note? Then they have organogram for lesson notes. Organogram for lesson notes, and that is it. And they don't check anything. So when you're teaching children like that, we teach them to go and write a BC, they pass theory. Go to secondary school, pass theory. Then university, they're going to do Art, this, that, reading aspect. The practical aspect, TVET, vocations, and when we don't even talk about that one. If someone is going to read, we can go to technical school or vocational school, so that person is dumb or something of that sort. We don't do what we say specialization like US and other stuff like that. If you are good in maybe music, you go to music school. You are good in maybe football, you play. Before you grow up, you know what you are going to do. But for us, because general arts, you go and read. Then at the end, some become nurses, teachers, and so on and so forth. If you want to be a teacher, at least right from the onset, you want to be a teacher. We teach you to become a teacher. You want to be a farmer, we teach you to be a farmer. You want to be road contractor, civil engineer, we start from the scratch. The new curriculum is very good, but how to implement it, that one we have issue of implementation. We don't know how to, the methodology, the method. We don't do it. We read to our children. So the school is a problem. Now what about the church? Church is a problem. We always teach, teaching when the pastors go to church and teach them, God will do that. When you don't plan, what is God going to do about this one? You have to plan. It's like at the end of this year, you build a mansion and say, Amen, mansion, Amen. You have, what do you have? Teach the person the real situation at hand. Teach them what to do. Yes, God is there, but we need to plan. We need to plan and plan well. Everything about planning. Those people that we go to the Western world, they plan. They plan. I always use a country. It was a desert, but look, it took the courage of one man to plan. And now everybody's going to there. I'm going there, do a holiday, this, that. Everybody's flying to those places. That place, everybody want to go there. So Africa, why shouldn't do that? Church, pastors, religious leaders, teach your children, your members how to plan. Don't give them false promises. At the end of God is going to do this, God is going to do that, blah 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 blah. God will give you visa. Is God working at the passport office? So sometimes we need to teach them the realities. Teach them the realities. So these are the problems: the church, the school, the home. The home, the church, the school. Pastors are giving false promises, and then that is it. Someone will be giving me plenty. So okay, if God gives, God, then they'll be using God to, I don't know why. We need to sit down and plan. It's about planning. Plan your home. The school need to plan well. Teacher, plan before you go to class and teach. Let your children have a research work. Community, send them to maybe how to prepare a palm nut soup. Teach them to do how to prepare a palm nut soup. Give your children maybe project work. Write the ingredient your mother will use to prepare palm nut soup, and they will list blah 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 blah. So sometimes it need to be real, not abstract teaching. Methodology, transition method, transmitting. We need to transmit and transform. Growing up, we were taught that science is anything aroundness, and then we treat it like that. Blah, 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 blah. But now it's a science is an organized knowledge acquired from where? Careful observation. So let the person look at the thing. Careful, observe well. All this, we need to do that. It took the whites courage, plan. Before now, they are like that. Everybody want to fly to those places to go and make ends meet. And people think that, look, we cannot make it here unless you go to blah, 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 this state. Unless you travel outside before you can make it. You can make it here. We need to plan. And lastly, politicians. For them, little said about them is school. They too, they don't plan. Politicians, the same thing. The teachers, we taught them now. It's the same thing. They were from homes. They are most of them are what they call it, Christians, and then Muslims, whatever. They go to church. They go to the mosque. They know all these. In the same thing, they have failed. They have failed from the home. They have failed from the school. They have failed from the church or the mosque. Before they are going, they are going to the what do you call it? Enter into politics. So they at the end they will fail. So our problem is the school, the home, the church. and the politicians. So we need to tackle that. We need to plan. When we plan well, we say everything is going to be okay. Plan your home. Don't just bump into what do you call it, family. Men wo keke. Men wo to. I want to do some. I want my nko ye ma yen. Wo bebre wo bedi hia. Awo bebre ma ye di hia. Yes. Awo bebre betimi amema ye di hia. Eno na eme ye di hia no. Obi wo awo nwotwe edu baako adan. Eno eme ye di hia. So we need to plan well. We need to plan well. And it's becoming unbecoming. It's too much. Africa, why? Africa. I'm speechless. So, what I want to tell you is that subscribe. And when you subscribe, we're going to give you fire. This time around, it's not going to be just kind of no. It's fire. Uja show. Subscribe. Please don't run away from us. Master Manager will come. Until then, I say goodbye.